Hey guys, a lot of people have been asking me what I think for a starter bike. And Lloydminster Honda called me the other day. These things have been selling like hotcakes. And they phoned me to try out this CRF 250L, which is based on the CRF 250R street bike, but in a dual purpose bike. So in my mind, this bike here can do twice as many things as most of your other starter bikes. Now, I understand there's Kawasaki KLXs, WR250s, but this one, as you're going to find out in my review, is very friendly to the rider. And I'm going to explain to you why and give you some nice footage. We're out here at a little bit of a dirt playground and show you some of the things you can do pretty easily on this bike. I'm not going to take it too hard. We're just going to take it nice and easy because it is a dealership's bike and it's going to be somebody else's bike one day. But stick around and watch here, guys. Roll the music. Okay guys, welcome back. Woo! We're cutting up here. Gonna go up this steep hill. Wait! Oh, and back down again. Like I said, guys, twice the fun. Are you starting to follow what I'm saying here? Woo! Yeah! Alright. Now, this is what I'm talking about, guys. How would you like to learn, get your chops on a bike that's nice and easy, nice and light, and yet has the chops to go ripping through stuff like this? If you guys are jumping off your motocross bikes thinking that this thing's going to do it for you, you're sadly mistaken. This bike is quite a bit underpowered compared to those and a little bit heavier. But whoo, can you have fun on some dirt? And what I'm about to show you in a couple seconds here is how much fun this thing. Oh, my mic's all falling apart here. Let's see if that'll do it. Just gotta adjust some stuff. Okay guys, so you can have fun in the dirt. You can go explore some back roads. Heavy bikes are just not cool. I own a Triumph Tiger 800XC, and if you watched my video review on that, I tried to do stuff that was almost half as steep as what I was just going up just a couple minutes ago with y'all, and cracked my ribs up really bad because I hit one rock and the thing started going back downhill the other way. Just spun out and lost control because of its weight. And I wouldn't say, I'd say it's about the same degree and it was a little bit longer, but this thing has no problem doing that, or that does. Now, CRF 250L, direct competitor, the KLX 250 and the WR 250 from Yamaha. I think I got that right, guys. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm just going from memory here. Here's the way I see these things breaking down. The WR is for long-legged guys. It's got better suspension. It's got a bit more power, actually quite a bit more power than either the KLX or the this CRF that I'm riding right now. Now, this one's a little bit more modern than the KLX. And the reason I say that is because they've added fuel injection, which, if anybody has ever driven or ridden a KLX 250, will tell you it's not a great cold weather starter. And it's got a little bit longer travel too, but it's, it's passable on the highways and stuff. It's pretty good. They had a little Super Sherpa for a while, and it was pretty cool. But this thing here does pretty much everything those bikes do. You see people with them all over the place that do their dual sport adventure shows and YouTube videos, and they ride these things a lot. A lot of them are still riding the 230. That's the model that preceded this one. And great bike. That was the one with the regular carbs in it. This one has changed the frame a bit, and like I said, put in the street bike engine that everybody learns on. Now, both the CRF 250R and the L are not powerhouses, but they usually can do highway speeds. Now, I've never tried this one before, so we're going to take you up to highway speed and see what it's like. And I'm already at highway speed right now. And I got one more gear to go just to cruise it back and settle down a bit. Going up a nice incline right now, and the bike is pulling just fine. I'm slightly over the speed limit, which means I'd probably be doing right now 65 mile an hour. What do you think, guys? Pretty steady, eh? So you could pack a bit of luggage on here. I wouldn't recommend doubling on it. It's not very quick that way. But as long as you stay in the 65 mile an hour range, I think you're going to be happy. And that's what dual purpose is about. It's enjoying the moment, guys. It's not about ripping and tearing and shredding. But let me tell you, with how dangerous a street bike is, and how much you can get hurt by doing something in public roads with either high speed or stunting, these things here make a lot of sense. Like, you go and you have your fun in the dirt, nobody's around, you don't plow into people, you just enjoy life. And let me tell you, the scenery is beautiful on these, and you just have this kind of I don't care about anything. Like, if you're stressed out, the best thing to do is get a dual purpose bike and just hit some trails sometime. You don't even know where you're going. You get to dead ends all the time, but that's the fun of it. It just gets to be a good old time. So, this is why I recommend this bike. It's got a very low price point, under $5,000 if you can believe it. It'll rip around town all day long. It'll carve corners with the best of them. Like, it is nice and light, and you got that bigger wheel up front, and it just lets you do things that you never thought possible on a bike. You just feel super confident with this thing. So yeah, this is why. And then you get the benefit of taking a road like that if you want to. Now I'm gonna pull up in behind this car just to see how fast we can catch up to him, okay? It's not bad. We're at 87, 90. There's your speed limit right there. The guy hardly got away on us at all. So clearly, you can do highway speeds on this. I'm at 65 mile an hour again, and we are just cruising nicely on the highway. It's not a problem for this bike. Here comes the Semi. Let's see what that does. Pretty much same as any other bike. This bike here might get a little bit twitchier with crosswind because of its lightweight. I'll post the lightweight up there for ya. Okay, guys? So anyway, there's my recommendation, guys. Instead of a starter street bike, why don't you learn how to do both trades, both street and dirt, and get yourselves one of the above mentioned bike. In my personal opinion, I like this bike. I like this above the KLX and the WR250. Now don't get me wrong, guys, I would choose the WR250 if it was a little more compliant on the road so that I could get to places I wanted to go in comfort. But this one here is super comfortable, and that's why I'm choosing it over the WR. If I wanted to do some serious off-roading, I'd pick the WR in a heartbeat. The KLX just got older technology and it's more money. So I'm just ruling that one out right now. A lot of you guys that own them, great bikes, reliable, a little bit with the cold weather starting, but beautiful bikes. Nothing wrong with them. If you already got one, don't trade it off on this. So anyway, I wanted to thank Lloydminster Honda, who called me up again when they got this thing in. Let me take it for a drive. I'm not selling out or anything here, guys. You see me do a few Honda reviews now. but it's just a simple fact that our Honda dealership in this town literally calls me up and lets me have free test rides on their bike, and they don't care how I review it. And I'm just happy that we have a dealership that cares that much to let people know how these things go and to let people come down for a test drive. And I'm sure they would encourage anybody locally to come down, and if you're thinking about a bike, I'm pretty sure they're going to let you take it for a rip. Okay guys, well, that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to say. I'm going to give you the quick likes and dislikes about this bike. Alright, there's not a whole lot not to look at this thing corner. Anyway, there's not a whole lot to dislike about this bike. If you're into serious off-road riding, the suspension's going to bottom out. A couple of the times out there it was pretty harsh. But let me tell you, I'm no lightweight, guys. I'm 185 pounds, 190 depending on which day it is. And this bike soaked up almost everything I threw at it. It's pretty good, but it is a little softer than the WR, and if I remember, the KLX seemed to have a little more in the suspension department. But this thing is so balanced and easy to do stuff, and so low to the ground for any shorter riders out there. This thing is great. And so likes, I like the low seat height. I like the fuel injection. It's beautiful. No hiccups anywhere in the power band. It stays linear all the way. And the only thing I'm really down on is power and suspension a little bit, but they're running pretty close to the other guys, so that's not a big worry either. Anyway, guys, this is Sixthisoverdrive. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please tell your friends, and have yourselves a great day. This is Sixthisoverdrive. Bye-bye.